Stick it in places.
That's a way to start it off. Well, hi, gentlemen. Wow.
Hey,
Hi, folks, and welcome back to the Bones Radio Podcast, where we say inappropriate things and start the show.
Stick it in deep.
Stick it, Daddy. Anyway, guys, we're gonna sit here and we're gonna talk about a few things. We've got this lovely gentleman here named Dracos with us today. He looks like Hagrid if he was a driver for a limo company.
I mean, I don't have the nickname TikTok Hagrid for nothing.
You're my boss, Harry. Anyway, TikTok Hagrid, right? Oh my God, you look like Hagrid's chauffeur. What the fuck?
Well, it's probably just because of that.
By the way, these are all jokes.
We're just kidding.
Look at my face. These are all jokes. So calm down. No, Nat, you cannot. People want to battle you whenever you're on. This is so dumb. Anyway, so we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff today. Each one of us has something to talk about. I know what I got to talk about. I don't know what Bomber's going to talk about. This is all surprise to us because I told these guys think of something and then we'll come up together and whatever. If they thought about something, great. If they didn't, then
We'll just go for it.
Yeah,
We'll go off from there.
you look like a fucking idiot because I told you to look. Now, if you'll notice, we look like the professionals up here, and these two down here look like they're truck drivers. So one day they'll grow up and get mics like big boys.
Retired trucker.
Well,
You are not that well. How old was Hagrid before he died? Like 512.
Something like that.
You got a couple more months in you.
Jesus, Ginger Retriever wiggles. Hey, and there's Tam. So. What we are going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we are going to definitely have a fun time talking about a various amount of different things. And I am going to let, of course, Mr. Pit Boss tell us all about who this live is brought to you by.
well, this is brought to you by SouthernVetSweets.com. Some of the sweetest nuts you'll ever have. Some of the exotic flavors. Go check it out because I've ordered them. Bones has got them. I don't know about these guys.
I've gotten them. I just haven't made my video yet.
Oh,
Gross. Anyway, that's for your ostrich farm.
Yeah.
How do I get the chat on my screen?
Do what? How do you get the chat on your screen?
Mm-hmm. Let's see what I'm doing.
Hope and pray. I don't know.
okay.
Pit Boss, you're running it off your phone, aren't you?
No, I'm on my computer actually.
Oh wow, he got professional real quick, didn't he?
Yeah, I've never run it off of my phone before, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
I have.
I've run it off my phone. It's just
So otherwise, I wouldn't bet on that.
well, what are you like in the backyard right now?
I'm in the porch.
On the porch? Yeah, you got to be burning up, bro.
Nah, I got a fan on me. I'm good.
Oh, okay. It's
Sweet.
like 106 out of here.
I've got a fan right underneath of me blowing on the.
Hey! I didn't put this 18 plus. I don't think.
At least it's not a leaf blower.
Oh God! Right.
On
Okay.
fuck.
So if you guys are watching us on TikTok right now, come over to YouTube and check us out. The link's in my bio, or it's actually on my page. So go check it out. It's the YouTube link on the page. Go there. It's the Bones Radio Podcast. You guys come over there, subscribe, and enjoy yourself if you want to. If not, that's up to you. You're not going to make or break my day.
It's better over here.
It is better over here.
Yeah, we could actually talk about
soft,
things.
sensual music, and
Make it a shop vac in here. I've got 2 shop vacs.
we can even do the
Banana just for saying.
get a little rainbow background there.
There we go.
Yeah, pride time. Oh,
I feel festive.
America.
Special.
So anyway, let's see. Dracos, how you been doing, man? A lot of people have been following your story of health and injury. So how's the health over the injury?
Yeah, the health is actually doing much better. I'm in cohort with a now, and I got a new cardiologist, and I got a new ENT and a new sleep doctor. I basically wiped out all my providers and got new ones.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Well, that's good.
A little slash and burn, start anew.
Now, if you fall again, you know what's going to happen, right?
I will
Oh,
send
yeah.
you to Jesus.
Just saying.
I was waiting for it.
DJ Amira in the house. We've
Right.
got
Hey,
a red-headed Amazon in the house.
Oh, a red-headed Amazon. I love
yeah?
those.
Mhm.
Oh, yes.
Oh my.
And then, of course, we have the lovely wife of Bomber. Little Kim is in here as well. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bones Radio podcast where we talk about ignorant things. I mean, we just talk.
Yeah.
So, Brother Bomber and Dracos, yes, that's right. They are here. One day, we're going to get Pit Boss to grow a beard like a man. Anyway,
Well, I mean, I don't have a lot of seat time.
you make that face again, and I'm definitely putting this back up. Okay, you got the scrub brush going.
Yeah. I don't have the complete seat. I need more, lotion.
You got a whoopee cushion.
Emotional damage!
Oh, no, I'm not gonna fly it anyway.
So if you guys aren't if you guys aren't here and you're not in there, that's up to you. Either way, we're on YouTube right now. You can watch me just sit here and talk, but that's on you. If you just want to hear the one part of the conversation, all the conversations happening on YouTube. So let's start this off with a subject that has been. I want to touch on this first because it has been something that has been going around TikTok. It's been going around the world, actually. It's a gentleman named Oliver Anthony.
Oh, yes.
This guy.
This guy.
This is the true, genuine article. 100% pure human being. This
Mhm.
man has turned down $8 million contracts. This guy is working his butt off, and I've watched the reaction. I've heard this song 1,000 times.
It gets
I
stuck-
have
it's
watched
stuck in my
reaction
head.
videos.
It's stuck
I
in
have-
my head.
Oh, I know. But I've watched the reaction videos to this song. Okay. And a lot of people peel away at certain things. Instead of just they are way overly dissecting this song. It's a right-wing song. It's a conservative song. It bashes people on welfare. The guy's just mad because he has to work. A bunch of different things.
Right.
And I've sat here and watched it, and I've watched the blue collar reactions, and I've watched the white collar reactions, because there were billionaires that reacted to this song, and they completely got it wrong.
Yeah.
100% got it wrong. It was ridiculous the amount
And-
of crap they were saying.
And that's the funny thing about anything that gets out into the ether. People will dissect it and make it like pointed towards whatever their cause or their ideology is, or pointed against it.
100%.
And if you actually look up this guy and look at, see what he's about, he's an off the grid
Yeah, he's a homesteader.
homesteader,
Mhm.
middle of the road politically.
Mhm.
He's said that himself.
Mhm.
And I don't care where you're at politically. I really don't give a shit. But I can see where he's talking about this side and he's talking about that side
Right.
in that song. And he's
Right.
basically saying the hardworking Americans, whoever you are, whoever you're politically associated with, I don't care.
Right.
We're getting shit on.
There was a poverty lawyer that reacted to it. And the only thing the poverty lawyer pulled out of that was the part where he was talking about people on welfare. That was it. And they ripped him a new one for that part. There's you shouldn't be making fun of people on welfare, and you shouldn't be doing that. He's not making fun of people on welfare.
No, he's making fun of the people that are abusing welfare.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
He
I
said
haven't even.
you haven't heard the song?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
If I have, it's not recollecting.
perfect. This
oh,
guy.
it's time to hear it.
I love this guy. We're gonna listen to the song and break it down. How about that, guys? Let's do.
Hi,
Let's
Lotus.
do
Hello,
our,
Lotus.
okay, let's see. Richmond, north of Richmond, is what the
Yeah,
song is called.
About songs that are controversial, but no matter what, people will always take something and break it down just to fit their narrative.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Okay. Let me stop this part right here. And I'm going to kind of get me all set up to do this.
I've been selling my soul,
Yes.
working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul.
I'm going to stop it right there. We're dissecting this. Okay. The first thing that this guy says, and the one thing that I can relate to because I'm blue collar, I work my ass off, working overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Yep.
Mhm.
I 100% agree with that. I worked a job for 5 years where I was working overtime constantly just to make
Right.
my ends meet
Right.
and not making half of what I should for the work I was doing because it was dangerous work. I was working on gas lines.
I when I used to do production work, I used to work for a production company, and they used to do this thing where, if you weren't on a show, you got paid normal hourly rate.
Yeah.
And then if you were on a show, the show could be 4 hours, it could be 2 hours, it could be 1 hour. You got paid $75 for it.
Yeah.
Well, they liked to switch that back and forth, whichever was cheaper for them. And they didn't pay overtime.
That's ridiculous.
So I eventually just made a slight anonymous call to the Ohio employment
Yeah.
people, and they went in there and raked them over the coals and went through every single piece of their paperwork.
Well, when
And-
it becomes public like that, then they're gonna then they'll do it.
Yeah.
There's been places that I've called on and nobody's done a damn thing.
Mm-mm.
Because of the money that they put into the community and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
And
I
that's
get it.
yeah, I mean, there's when you're hoping for that overtime to go,
Mhm.
oh sweet, I can get that I can pay that one extra bill this month.
Right.
That's
That and the song is for the blue collar worker and it's for the middle class.
mhm.
It's not for the rich. It's not for the poor. It's literally for the middle class because the middle class pays most of the taxes. I've heard people well versed in political theater and whatever you want to call it, sit there and say, "Oh, the rich pay most of the taxes." No, they don't. We do.
They have
The poor
lawyers,
and the
they have
middle class.
accountants, they have ways to hide it, move it around.
Tax exemptions, tax write-offs. If they actually paid their fair share in taxes, then they wouldn't be billionaires that they are.
I
Right.
mean, you got to look at seriously. You get taxed for working.
Mhm.
You get taxed for driving there. You get taxed for getting the food you eat. You get taxed for the home. You get taxed for the gas that you need to, for the vehicle. You get taxed just because you're living. You get
Mhm.
taxed when you die.
Yeah, but do you know that we don't pay as much taxes as some countries do. There is it Switzerland or Sweden or something like that? They pay like 35%.
But that covers everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
that's
That's the thing. Every individual thing we have gets taxed. All of
Yeah.
our individual things get taxed, right? From the candy bar you buy to the gallon of gas to the car to the house, whatever it is. you get taxed on all of it, right? That include hospitals and all of it. So they pay 35% over there. What does that get them? That gets them health care. That gets them education. That gets them all the stuff that they need, and they live just fine. And you can go in there and ask them. And I saw a video on it. It's a country Tom McDonald. No, not necessarily, Tam. Not necessarily. It is. He is very country, and he's very good at what he does. But he is that old school, down home, backwoods fucking country man.
Yeah,
I mean, this is as bare bones country as you can get.
it's folk.
He's playing the Steely.
Yeah.
And he's just out in the woods. He's got a microphone, his little Steely, and his two dogs. That's how this song was produced. It was stupid. It sounds so good.
There was nothing, no videos of people. I mean, it was just straight him, his dogs, a microphone, and it looked like he did it in his backyard.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's now we know that we know what the song is about. Okay. And we know where he's going with this. But at the same time, people, like I said, have dissected this to a point of just being ridiculous.
Right.
And the dissections that I've heard are some of them are really, really well done, and some are just ludicrous. There's people that are making videos about a certain part of this song and fighting with people about it because he's talking about people on welfare. And it's not the fact that he's bashing people on welfare, is he's just simply saying that he's tired of welfare being abused. And he's tired of he's got to pay his taxes. He doesn't. I tried my whole fucking life to get on food stamps because hell, I want free food too.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've had situations. I'm currently unemployed. I'm collecting unemployment, but I'm out here doing what I'm supposed to do every single day, every single week. What he's talking about are the people that are just somehow, can't work, can't do this, can't do that, but have a brand new PlayStation. Have a new PlayStation, new TVs, and it's like
they're sitting on their fat ass at home collecting a check. They know how to work the system, and good on you. You know how to work the system. I'm proud of you. But you know what? I've got to pay for that. I mean, Jesus Christ. I got my paycheck this last week, right? And this is my first actual full paycheck from the company I'm working at now. I'm going to put it to you in terms that are easily broke down. I make $25 an hour. Okay. Out of that $25 an hour for 40 hours worth of work, I get $2,000 every 2 weeks. It's $1,000 a week, right? I got my check and it was $1,500. They took a quarter of my check in taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, go back so many years ago, and you can go through and look at the tax ups and downs with Republicans and Democrats and all the bullshit that they do. But and I'm not bragging on Trump, and I'm not a Trump person, so don't think I am. But when he was in office, my taxes on my paycheck was lower. This is the way it was. And now my taxes are higher. It goes up and down. It's not the president. It's the political parties or anything like that. It's just they have a chance to tax something and take your money. They're going to take it. I don't give a shit who the president is. They don't make a damn bit of a difference to me. They're just a figurehead.
Right. Yeah. The unfortunately, the last tax thing that was written was designed to go, hey, look, I'm saving you money right now.
Yeah.
And then over time, it's going to keep going up and up.
Right.
Up.
And it's going to go up and down and up and down. You can blame it on whoever the fuck you want to blame it on. But when it comes down to it, it's not the president that's the one making the taxes. It's Congress and the House, and they're the ones making the taxes. Everybody complains about the presidency, and I'm like, you guys are mentally insane to think that matters.
Well, like
the president is the puppet face. It's everything else that runs behind him that runs it.
Yeah. I love what Warren Buffett once said. Now, this man is very intelligent, has definitely made his fair share of money and done it however he's had to do it. But he's a realist. And he said, I can guarantee you I could balance the budget in a year. I could get rid of the deficit in a year. Pass a law that states anytime that the it was some number that was greater than or less than the GDP.
Yeah.
You know, the debt went above the GDP.
Yeah.
Then all sitting members of Congress will have to be reelected the following year.
Yeah.
They will all be
I think they need term limits, period.
Well, they'll all be ejected, and they need to come up with
they get voted in every 4 years all the time. But my thing is if the president is, if we can't have a president for more than 8 years total, why the hell do we have congressmen and senators and stuff like that for multiple years? I see these people falling asleep in the office and shit, and whenever they're doing the speech, I mean, they're fucking old, and they're trying to keep the place old. And if we ever want to advance in society, we have to get youthful young minds in there, and to push their new ideas.
So here's the exact quote. Here's the exact quote.
Yeah.
I could end the deficit in 5 minutes. You pass a law that says that anytime there's a deficit of more than 3% of GDP, all sitting members of Congress are ineligible for re-election.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice. That. Yeah.
That would get rid of the deficit.
100%, because they would keep their mind, their P's and Q's to keep that job.
Right. And that's the problem. They don't have to prove themselves.
No. Well, I mean, there was a guy that sat there and said that, and the funny part is Grimlock. There was a guy that sat there and said, you know, it's amazing how people sit there and look at the presidency the way they do, and how it's so involved with who the president of the United States is. And he said he goes, people are just willfully ignorant when it comes down to it, because they think that this person has all the control and all the power. Okay, let me put it to you the basic way of anybody that can understand wrestling. Right now, Biden is Roman Reigns. Biden is the face of the place.
Yep.
That's all he is. He doesn't run shit behind the scenes. He doesn't do any of that crap. He's just the face. He's the guy that they go and that people go, it's his fault. Whenever the other people screw up, oh, it's his fault. He's the one that did that.
Yeah.
That's his fault. Like, no, he is the person he's literally our prime minister or our ambassador. He goes to other countries. He makes deals with other countries and talks to them and stuff. He brings all that back to Congress, and Congress does their job. Maybe.
And half the time, the negotiations he's doing is already scripted out for him.
Right. Yeah, and that's
everybody, and
that's talking about the Senate, because the Senate's a joke too.
Here's
okay. Now, Congress is a joke.
Speaking of all that, check this part out.
These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows it all, just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men,
Funny part, there was one guy that sat there and said, this guy's not a lyricist, he can't make shit rhyme, this, that, and the other. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? He goes, rich men and Richmond don't rhyme. You're an idiot. Stop talking. And it is one of the guys off the Daily Wire. I can't remember what his fucking name is.
Oh
for
my god!
It's not who you think it is. He might be the skinny white guy off Daily Wire. Not Ben Shapiro. It's not Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro actually gave it a good review. It's the other guy. And
yeah,
he just, I mean, it was ignorant. It was ignorant as hell. His whole thing was, you know, he just beat this guy down. I mean, he beat him down. I'm like, isn't this the same stuff you believe? Isn't this the same stuff that you talk about? And you're over here beating this guy down. Aren't you a conservative? And now you're over here beating a conservative down. I mean, that's literally the way I was looking at it. Like, why the fuck? I was in the shower watching this video because, you know, I've been doing my thing and I got time. I can put it up there and I can watch it. And I literally caught myself standing there with that look on my face, like, the fuck? Like,
this is what you're gonna pull out of this, is that one line doesn't rhyme.
Now, all of the people that have reacted to this that are blue collar workers or just normal everyday people, they reacted very well to this. They reacted to a lot of things, even the welfare part. They reacted well to. It was just amazing to me how people took this so far out of context. It was ridiculous.
Well, and those are the people that can make the most amount of noise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's the thing 100%. Is like, honestly, and they keep glazing over this fact, and it irritates me that both sides, all news media, glaze over this fact. 90% of the United States is middle.
Yeah, we're mid, bro.
But all you hear is this and it's like.
But when you put the numbers at the middle class has been shoved down to poor level now.
Right.
From when I was a kid.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah. If you 100%. Were, you know, I grew up. I mean,
did you grow up though?
Age wise.
I got older. I got older, but I still stand in front of the mirror going woo 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 woo.
Helicopter. Anyway,
it's more of a pinwheel, really. It's not. You know what? Moving on.
The body may have grown up, but not the mind.
Why do I see Kim just standing in the side of you going? It's a pinwheel.
Oh my gosh.
Well, here's my thing. When you actually peel this away and you look at it from a standpoint of outside the box and not politically affiliated on either side, you see it as the workers' anthem, the people that bust their balls, that make this country operate,
and it can be white collar.
It can be as well.
Because,
yes.
I mean, what I was going to say is I used to, you know, for the longest time I was blue collar. I did, you know, cut grasses and fertilize lawns and all this shit, and did all that type of stuff until I was a certain age, and I just so happened got an office job, and I've been able to do an office job, but I'm still one of the worker bees.
Right.
I have no clout. I have no position.
Right.
You know, so.
Well, I mean, I was a white collar at one point. Okay, I was in the white collar class.
Yeah,
that was at one point. Okay, one point in my life, I was sitting in the white collar, and yes, the white collar has less stresses on a couple things because we have the money to do it. We have the money to do what we need to do.
Sometimes.
But sometimes, because I mean, back at that time, $1 actually meant $1. I mean, now, at one point, the dollar meant 75 cents.
I think everybody in this room right now remembers when gas was less than 80 cents a gallon.
Yeah. Back when I started driving, it was like 80 some cents a gallon. I could put $20 in my 20-gallon tank on my 85.
It wasn't even
Ford
20
LTD.
bucks then. And you weren't even putting in $20. You were putting in fucking 15 in a 20-gallon tank.
And you know, that thing got, you know, 5 gallons to the mile.
Here you go.
Yeah.
That. You remember digging through your seats and in your change bowl just to go, hey, I can put $5 of gas in my car and I can make it the rest of the week.
Yeah. And then as I got older, my cars got more fuel efficient. But at the same time,
thanks.
But my cars have gotten more fuel efficient and should be able to last a lot longer, but the gas prices are so high that I can't afford to fill it.
Right.
Ridiculous.
Okay. I mean, let's continue this because we could go crazy on this. So let's continue this real quick. I want you guys to listen to this next part.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down.
That is the part that everybody's mad about.
Wait, how could you be mad at this? Okay, first of all, we're talking about all this other stuff that's in the news right now. All right.
Mhm.
I remember when they totally freaked out that there was children on an island somewhere, and they were freaking out about it. Now it's gone.
Yeah,
You notice that they're not talking about it anymore.
but
Nothing.
I'm not going to play anymore because it just pretty much repeats itself.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, and it's all said and done,
Well, the Epstein Island is all gone.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, it's all said and done. He's speaking somewhat of a truth to his own frustrations. This man came on and he said this was a song to get out his own depression, anxiety, and problems that he has. The way that he feels and the way that he feels about how America's going right now. It wasn't anything politically charged for the right or the left. It wasn't meant to offend anybody or piss anybody off, even though it did. And the thing is, he made this song because he wanted to make it for the working class. And people are taking it as, don't be ignorant when it comes down to it and sit there and take it as, oh, this is our anthem for the right, or this is our anti-anthem for the left, or what the fuck ever you want to consider it. This right here is for the blue collar worker or the worker in general that is underneath the boss, that is making shit pay, that is paying a buttload of fucking taxes, that can't afford to live half the damn time, even though you're working 40 hours a fucking week. These are people at Walmart. These are people at Target. These are people doing manual labor jobs. These are people stuck in offices, in cubicles. These are people that are hacking away at their computers at home. All the people that sit there and bust their ass for a few bucks just to make it by. And your boss is out on his yacht doing his thing. And for the billionaires to react to this song and beat it down the way they did, they were so ignorant. They had no clue what the song was about. None. It's actually on TikTok and I think YouTube as well. It's 4 billionaires that reacted to this song. And it was I couldn't watch it all the way through. I was just getting pissed off. And then I went to the comments and I looked at the comments and said, never seen 4 people get something so wrong. Never seen billionaires so ignorant of what is going on
in this world.
They're actually scared. If you got to think about it, a billionaire, that right there, yeah, bingo. Yeah. But the biggest one for me right off the bat is those billionaires are just proving a point. They're scared. They are scared. The people that have the money are scared that they're going to find out the working class, male or female. Let's get them both right.
Oh, Grim, you need to go to YouTube, look up Richmond, north of Richmond, and trust me, you'll. I would play the whole song, but it's just a repeat at the back end of it. And here's what I challenge everybody to do. If you really love this song, I want you guys to go see the reactions of the song. Go to Richmond, north of Richmond reactions on TikTok, on YouTube, wherever you want to go, and check it out and see the reactions of what people think of certain things. And you're going to see the videos of people hating on him because he said something about welfare. He said something about obese people. And, it's just like, dude, you guys got it wrong. 100%. You got it wrong. It is not anything more, anything less than a man airing his frustrations about how life is, and everything he's saying is the truth. People do milk welfare. It's not just the obese. People milk welfare like a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. And great. I was at a job making $12 an hour. I got told 2 things when I applied for food stamps. And this is fucking great. The first thing was I made too much money.
Yeah, ridiculous.
At $12 an hour, struggling and taking half my check to child support. I didn't make enough money. I made too much money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you do realize half my check's gone to child support, right? We don't care.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And then working class can't afford to lash back. We have to suffer through it. Won't be another economic crash and the business will profit, but the people who make those businesses thrive. Well, yeah, that's true. But if we
That's-
all stopped working, those businesses make no money.
No.
We hurt, yes, 100%. But we can survive on our own because we know how to. We know how to hunt and fish and grow vegetables and all that good stuff.
Oh,
we
yeah.
could
Right.
survive if we had to survive.
Right.
But we look at it as our food, our house, our rent, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 right? They can't throw everybody out and make everybody homeless. They can't fire everybody. If everybody decided one day to stop, they would have
Yeah.
to listen to the people and go,
Well, and that's the
"Okay,
thing
what
is
do
trying
we
to
want?"
get people to mobilize is the biggest problem.
People, the greed that chokes this country is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
whether it be big greed or little greed, because you worry about your own little world, and that's it. That's all you
Yeah.
worry about.
Oh.
But if we all decided to stop working,
Mhm.
and absolutely off grid, yes, but who are essential, making big bonuses to keep this country running. Bet your ass CEOs did. Oh, absolutely, 100%, Kim.
Oh,
But the thing is if everybody stopped working, and we look at it as our food and our money and everything like that, they look at it as profit and loss. So if they're
True,
not
right.
making any profit and nobody's buying anything at all, they're not making a profit at all, and that hurts them.
Right.
They had but let's take it to Bud Light. Bud Light
But-
lost
but
a
does it-
buttload of money over some stupid shit, right?
Like mad crazy for decades.
Yeah. But
yeah.
but Bud Light lost a bunch of fucking money because nobody bought Bud Light. And if they did buy it, it was at a discounted price or very little was bought. My ex-wife didn't stop drinking Bud Light. She don't give a shit. Anyway,
speaking of Bud Light, just really quickly, did you guys see the picture?
no.
Kid Rock was over at a game drinking a Bud Light.
Okay.
After he said he'd never drink Bud Light ever again.
Right.
I don't care.
I mean, I'm like sitting here going, dude, you just made a big old video about this, blasting away cases
Yeah.
of Bud Light, and then all of a sudden you're now drinking it. Oh, talk about a switch over.
Probably
Everybody
because
was-
somebody paid him money to drink Bud Light.
Right.
Probably.
You pay these rock stars and these celebrities enough money, they'll their principles aren't shit.
No.
Period. Like this dude, Oliver Anthony, he's got the principles of a fucking saint because this man is not accepting any money at all from anybody on this. He went up to a deal and he was like 60 people turned into 6,000. And he didn't accept a dime.
Wasn't
The
it
dude
Capitol
doesn't want to
Records?
be a music artist and he doesn't want the stress of that shit.
Wasn't it
he just-
Capitol Records that offered him the
There were several
$8
record
million?
companies offered him an $8 million contract. Here's the thing: he goes under contract, and his music dies
Right.
because
Yeah,
they're going to tell him straight up, you cannot play that fucking music anymore. Just play whatever else. You can't play anything political. You can't play anything politically driven. You can't play anything how you feel. You're going to play what we tell you to play, and he knows that.
They'll fucking silence them.
I
Oh,
hope.
yeah.
I hope he hooks up with Tom McDonald and they make something fucking epic. That shit would be
That's-
great.
that would be
They would rip America a new asshole. But
I mean,
if we stopped working, their profits would stop. The profits would stop, and the loss would start, and it would just be huge hit to their shit.
Well, and I've always, for the longest time, and this is going back probably pre 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
There's not going to be the next big thing that happens to this country isn't going to be a cultural war, a holy war kind of thing in this country. It's going to be a class war. It's going to be again between the haves and the haves not,
true.
and it's going to be nasty.
Oh, it's I bet on it. I bet on it.
Okay.
It's going to be the working guy. And honestly, when like songs like this come out, I'm waiting. I'm like literally going, is this the spark that starts it to burn?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no doubt.
When
Now-
you get the rich literally freaking out over it, the rich are freaking out, going, "Whoa, time out! This could turn into something huge, and we're going to be in trouble here."
Oh
Right.
yeah,
But
well,
we need to start bashing it now.
I agree with you,
Right.
Cam. And TikTok has become money driven, but if you want to make it on TikTok, you gotta push to sell a product or some shit like that. I'm never going to do that crap. And if I do it, I want everybody to call me out on it. 100%. Call me out on it. Tell me I'm a sellout. Call me that shit. I expect each and every one of you to do that shit because I'm not
Yeah, the
selling
only-
out. I'm not selling out for nobody.
The only products I'll ever hawk on TikTok is anything that I make.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
100%. But let me go over this real quick. Oliver Anthony Music. This is on his Twitter, I believe. So this is long, so bear with me. He said it's been it's been
what you
difficult
said.
as I browse through 50,000 messages and emails I've received in the last week. The stories have been shared. The stories that have been shared paint a brutal, honest picture: suicide, addiction, unemployment, anxiety, and depression, hopelessness, and the list goes on. I'm sitting in such a weird place in my life right now. I've never wanted to be a full-time musician, much less sit at the top of the iTunes charts. Draven from Radio WV and I filmed these tunes on my land with the hope that I may hit 300K views. I still don't quite believe what has went on since we uploaded it. It's just strange to me. People in the music industry give me blank stares when I brush off $8 million offers. I don't want 6 tour buses, 15 tractor trailers, and a jet. I don't want to play stadium shows. I don't want to be in the spotlight. I wrote the music I wrote because I was suffering with mental health and depression. The songs have connected with millions of people on such a deep level because they're being sung by someone feeling the words in the very moment they were being sung. No editing, no agents, no bullshit. Just some idiot and his guitar. I'm quoting his words verbatim, by the way. The style of music that we should have never gotten away from. This is a style of music that we should have never gotten away from in the first place. So that being said, I've never taken the time to tell you who I actually am. Here's a formal introduction. My legal name is Christopher Anthony Lunsford. He put his name out there. He's not hiding shit.
You freaking stud.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's been people that are sitting there saying, protect this man. He's going to disappear. Like, no shit. My grandfather was Oliver Anthony, and Oliver Anthony Music is a dedication not only to him, but 1930s Appalachia. Well, yeah, I don't think he really said Appalachian, but Appalachian, where he was born and raised, dirt floors, 7 kids, hard times. At this point, I gladly go by Oliver because everybody knows me as such, but my friends and family call me Chris. You can decide for yourself. Either is fine. Now here comes his life story. This guy is going to, like, people think that this is just some blue collar dude. And well, guess what? You're right. He is just some blue collar dude. In 2010, I dropped out of high school at age 17. I have my GED from Spruce Pine, North Carolina. Spruce Pine. I worked multiple plant jobs in Western North Carolina, my last being at a paper mill in McDowell County. I worked third shift, 6 days a week for $14.50 an hour in a living hell. In 2013, I had a bad fall at work and fractured my skull. It forced me to move back home to Virginia due to complications from the injury. It took me 6 months or so before I could work again. Okay. Stand by. The wife is boarding. Okay. So, from 2014 until just a few days ago, I've worked outside sales in the industrial manufacturing world. Now, this is where he gets his inspiration. My job has taken me all over Virginia and into the Carolinas, getting to know tens of thousands of other blue-collar workers on job sites and factories. I've spent all day, every day for the last 10 years hearing the same story. People are so damn tired of being neglected, divided, and manipulated. That right there tells you the man is not going for one side or the other politically.
No.
He is just literally doing this because it is the working class people.
Right.
In 2019, I paid $97,500 for the property, and I still owe $60,000 on it. I am living in a 27-foot camper with a tarp on the roof that I got off of Craigslist for $750. This man is literally living in poverty on land that he bought in the Appalachian Mountains, and he's making stuff like this. They've offered him millions of dollars, and he could have bought a new home, new cars,
Paid off his land.
everything
house
like
there.
that, all of it. But he said no. He said no. This is a guy living in a camper with a tarp over the top of it, and he's telling people, no, I'm not doing it. There's nothing special about me. I'm not a good musician. I'm not a very good person. He's being honest. I've spent the last 5 years struggling with mental health and using alcohol to drown it. I am sad to see the world in the state that it's in, with everyone fighting with each other. I've spent many nights feeling hopeless, and the greatest country on earth is quickly fading away. That being said, I hate the way the internet has divided us all. The internet is a parasite that infects the minds of humans and has their way with them. Hours wasted, goals forgotten, loved ones sitting in a house with each other, distracted all day by technology made by the hands of other poor souls in sweatshops in a foreign land. This dude really is seriously bashing. He's old school, and people read this and gonna be like, oh, he's old school hillbilly, toothless, inbred motherfucker. No, he's just an old school. He's an old soul. That's what the song said.
Mm-hmm.
Living in the new world with an old soul.
Yeah.
And this man is an old soul. He would rather your kids go out and actually play and actually do something than sit there with their phones in their face.
Yeah.
When is
it and get hurt?
Exactly. When is enough? We are going to fight for. When are we going to fight for what is right again? Millions died protecting the liberties we have. Freedom of speech is such a precious gift. Never in world history has the world had the freedom it currently does. Don't let them take that away from you. Just like those once wandering in the desert, we have lost our way from God and have let false idols distract us and divide us. It's a damn shame. I'm not going to get into the religious part because everybody has their own God, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's right, though. When it comes down to it, we have been divided. And I'm not going to go into the false idols and all that crap, but we have been divided as a country and as a community and as in the world in general. We have been divided on left and right, and they know that, and they push that.
Yeah, because it keeps you busy.
Yeah, think for yourself. Don't think about what I'm saying. Don't think about what the internet says or what Google tells you. Think for your damn self. Look at both sides of the picture. Be on the fence. Look outside the box instead of just sitting there going, I like what he says. I'm going to just believe that from now on.
Right.
Like who took your fucking mind? And at the very end of it, there's $1, right? And one side of it says ain't shit, and the other side says Oliver Anthony. He literally signed $1 that says ain't shit and Oliver Anthony. It cracks me up. But this guy sat there and wrote all this, and it is amazing that he poured his soul out like that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
he hid nothing.
Honestly, he's saying in the song and in that what he just said is what every person in this country is feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
no, there's no sense of community anymore. There's no sense of togetherness. There's no we're constantly worried, and I can sit here and say that I am worried about what that guy down the street's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Worried about when I go door dashing, am I going to get mugged because I'm going into the bad neighborhood,
the ghetto. Dude, I rolled DoorDash for forever, and every time I went to the ghetto, it was my favorite thing to do.
Well, and the thing is, like, dude,
it.
I just want my food. I want my sheets. I want my Burger King. I want my
KFC. I got more love in the ghetto than I got anywhere else.
Oh yeah.
Because they were happy to see me. They were like, "Oh shit, he brought the food. What's up,
Mm.
man?" I'm like, "What's going on, man? What do you need? We got. Here you go. Got your food." And they're just like, "Thank you, appreciate you. No problem. Nobody's trying to rob my ass.
No.
And what are they going to rob anyway? Because you ain't got no cash money.
No. But yeah,
You
I mean,
don't. Everything goes on the app. They can
Yeah.
tip you with cash, but
They have a-
99% of those people don't carry it.
they have a new thing where they and I keep declining every single one of them, and they've made it so that it won't affect you.
Yeah.
Where they take away what they're basically saying is, okay, when you go to drop this order off, such and such is going to pay you $30 in cash, and we're going to deduct $30 out of your weekly thing.
Nope.
Because I don't want to. I keep declining them because I don't want to carry the cash.
It's not even carrying the cash. It's the simple fact that if I'm going somewhere and they're tipping me already, I'm going to decline that and then still take the tip.
Yeah, I mean, what they're basically doing is they've introduced that you don't have to have a card and prepay.
Yeah, I know.
When you order your food.
Oh no,
if you have cash on
while.
hand, if you have cash on hand, like
Yeah.
if I ordered, a pizza and I have cash on hand,
Yeah.
I could basically give that to the person dropping it off instead of me having to pay for it up front.
They have a card for DoorDashers.
Yeah, the red card
that we can use, the red card, where we can pay for the food there, and then they pay the app or whatever.
Yeah.
It's weird, but
I decline every single one.
I hate the red card, but
the green card. They already prepay it when you go get your groceries, and then you buy.
Yeah, Instacart does the card.
Instacart has the
card.
same. I swear the thing is run by all the same people. But anyway, that was I spent the entire hour talking about Oliver Anthony. Fuck.
Well, if we want to transition to something now that we're on the whole DoorDash thing, I do have two just funny stories.
It is
to bring levity to the situation.
What you got, buddy?
Let's see, 2 weeks ago was it now? And some of you have done DoorDash and stuff and stuff like that, and this may bring up if there's been any funny situations that you've been on.
I don't think your wife agrees.
No, the cash part.
I know.
Yeah. So
trust me, I know Kim will correct me in a heartbeat. That's why I love Kim. She'd be like, no, sir.
So a couple weeks ago, I went to go pick up an order, and it was at a 7-Eleven, and it was for one of the products was like the spicy ramen noodles thing. The other thing was a rapid pregnancy test.
Oh my god!
A rapid pregnancy test?
Yes.
Oh my god!
I'm like,
I want to have somebody DoorDash me like condoms, sleeping pills, and dog treats just so they can look at me weird. I'm like, what?
One night, me and the missus were out door dashing, and we got a Walgreens order where you have to go and shop, and then you use the red card to buy it for them. And they literally had all these crazy ass snacks that half of them I never heard of, and then at the end of it, ibuprofen and condoms.
Wow.
It's not. And we had to ask for ID to make sure they were 18 to get both of those items.
Right.
Kim, I know you don't sound like that. Trust me. I've heard you.
But
you've yelled at me before, woman.
So yeah, I was like, after I dropped it off, I was like, I'm guessing those noodles are to drown your sorrows or celebrate.
Dude, I will never judge somebody for what they order or even ask.
Well, no, it's just it came. I saw it and it was just like,
right. You're just like,
So last night was an interesting thing. It wasn't what they ordered.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god!
Stuffed DoorDash chocolate ice cream, tampons and heating pads.
Jesus, Tam. Well, at least
I'd be like,
we've done that too.
Oh no, that's one of those DoorDashes where you run up to the door, knock, and run away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
you know
what this is for.
Yeah.
nice about it too. We at that point it was right around the Christmas time, and we were giving away little baggies full of candy canes and a little note saying thank you for your order and all that good stuff. And I put extra candy canes in there for her and says, "I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better." And I put the huge bag on their door and just lightly knocked on it and it just scooted away.
Oh, little Kim. Oh, oh my God.
Dude, I'm just saying there's been some weird DoorDash orders that I've gotten in my time. And I'll put it this way. I didn't just DoorDash in Oklahoma. I DoorDashed in Oklahoma, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. Hell, I went up to Kansas for a little while. And because the greatest thing about DoorDash, and people don't understand this, because I learned this from a YouTuber, or was it a YouTuber or a TikToker? It was one or the other. But
Go around the country.
it was right when DoorDash came out. Dude literally sold everything he had except for his car, some clothes, and packed his car up with what he wanted to take. And he got on the road. And he stays in hotels in different cities and stuff like that. And after a little while, he bought himself a different car and a camper. And then he just stays on campsites. And this dude DoorDashes and travels for a living. That's what he did. I probably still does it to this day. I don't blame him. During the pandemic, man, I went out to Georgia and they were doing plus $9 per dash because they were so desperate to get people out there.
Yeah.
It was even with doing an Instacart, a normal run would be anywhere from $35 to $40 for like a 9-10 mile run. During COVID, we were looking at $70, $80, $90 runs for a 10-minute drive and 15-minute shop.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think that was on YouTube. The guy actually was showing it off on YouTube where he first started out as he was going along. And at the time, the guy was making bank.
Right.
The guy was making bank.
Hopefully, it was a lot of it away before it changed.
So two stories. One was what happened to me last night. So I go and pick up food. It was just happened to be KFC. There's no funny part of that about that. It was just KFC.
Well, I mean, it's KFC, so
yeah. I wasn't taking it to the ghetto.
Were you taking it to some rich white people up in the suburbs? Oh my goodness.
Were you taken to a vegetarian?
No. I found out I was going over to a hotel. I'm sorry, motel. That used to be very nice, but is rather seedy.
Took it to a vegetarian that just wants to hate fuck chicken for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, you can see that.
So
deep fry this mother. Sorry.
So I take it to this seedy motel, and they normally
wow.
Hey,
how about pictures of your feet on your truck?
Oh no, boats.
Anyway,
I'm not one to
DoorDash and dirty toes.
No, I'm not one to downplay anybody's hustle, but if you got it, rock it.
Well, right.
Right.
This is what I'm gonna.
What's up, Max?
Say that, and I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because this particular one, a lot of times, you drop it off at the door, take a picture, walk away. This one, they wanted me to hand it to them. So I'm like, all right. So I knocked on their door.
This fucking woman, I swear to God.
And the door opens. And either she was extremely comfortable with wearing lingerie in front of strange men.
Dude, I was hoping for that stop.
Or she was a lady of the evening.
I was hoping for that stop the entire time I was DoorDashing. I was hoping for that stop.
Yeah.
I went to all these different states and I didn't see a thing like that. Everybody came to the door well dressed or just dressed comfortably, and I'm just like, where's my whore? Like, I want my whore.
I gotta say though, it'd be kind of scary opening she opens up the door, all she's in is combat boots and the garbage cans and fire behind her, going, "Welcome to the Tickle Dome." I'm like, what?
Really, Tam? Really?
I've seen that corn. It's a fantasy.
Wow.
Come in just for the tip. Yeah, it was one of those things where I knocked on the door opened. I'm like, here you go.
I mean, you never know, Bomber. She could have just been refueling for the next customer.
Bro,
Really?
I would have handled that so different.
I
If she would have let me,
Albert,
I would have.
what's going on?
And I'm like, look, you don't even have to give me a tip. Come here. Thank you,
that's
man.
what
Have a great day.
that's what I was like. If she goes,
got a tip
hey,
now."
you want to come in for an extra tip? I'd be like, no, you can keep the hit, thanks.
She was making content, sir.
Yeah, she's making
She was
content.
looking for the plumber.
Wow, I
looking
do
for
it
the
for
plumber?
honey. I will come over there and fix your pipes anytime you want me to. Jesus.
Oh, sorry, Mr. DoorDash, I can't pay for my food.
No, I was hoping for one of those calls eventually at some point was like, hey, you want to come in and DoorDash my hoo-ha or some shit? You know, I was hoping for something like that. And I never once got the DoorDash with the creepy chick or anything like that. I got the DoorDashes with, you know, just people in general. And
most of the
I
time
actually
I
enjoy it.
DoorDash. I when I have to actually talk to the person or they interact with them. A lot of times.
Jesus, Kim.
Good on the HIV.
Good on the HIV. Thank you. Wow. They have a shot for that now. Just letting you know.
A lot of times when that door opens, I just get I like all of a sudden getting a contact buzz. I'm like,
you guys heard that, right? They they literally have a cure for HIV now. It's a shot that you can get like twice a month that prevents HIV.
And we've probably been sitting on it for 20 years. They're just now bringing it out because
HIV
more
isn't as
cost-effective.
prevalent as what it used to be, and it's not as worried about as what it used to be. People realize that there's things called protection that they can use and stuff like that. So it's not as
It's not going to make.
it's not a
just
cash
let it
cow.
out now.
It's not a
Yeah.
cash cow like it
Exactly.
used to be.
No.
So now it's like, okay,
Right.
we don't have this cash cow anymore. COVID's our cash cow now. We can use that for a long time. Like,
Oh, don't
geez.
forget about the EpiPen.
EpiPen and insulin and all that crap. It's getting to the point now, man, where everybody's just nobody can afford to buy shit.
right.
And it's gonna get to a point, and this is the best way I can put it in this country. It is going to get to a point in this country where we're not going to be able to afford the things that they're trying to make us afford. People are going to die because they can't afford their insulin or their medications that they need. People are going to lose their shit because they can't afford those medications. And you think there's a lot of mass shootings now? Jesus Christ. Just give it a minute and let
It's gonna
these
start
people
being-
get deprived of their mental health medication.
It's going to
And-
start becoming hospitals and insurance companies.
Let's talk about gun control then, because I can guarantee you everybody's gonna be like, yeah, I control my guns in my house because these people are crazy.
I mean, it's to the point now that I really shouldn't have to pull a third mortgage just to be able to get my wife insulin and me a fucking EpiPen, for fuck's sake.
Right.
That's the,
Listen, you got to pull a third mortgage because you can't stop falling.
all right, fuck you. I fucking love you.
Fucking bubble
right,
boy over here. I told him,
where's
I told him you hurt yourself again. I'm mailing. I'm going to come over there personally and wrap you in bubble wrap. And in fact, that would be the greatest video ever. If I ever see you ever, I'm bringing bubble wrap with me and I'm wrapping you in it, and I'm be like, look, guys, he's safe now.
Oh no, that's gonna be for the For You page right then and there. It's all about the bubble wrap.
Figure out that is the suited jobs for AI as a CEO. Nice. I like that. I
Dragon
like
Mama's
that.
And Dragon Mama's sitting over here going, well,
Hey,
You,
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you right now.
missed Tam's what she wanted to have door dashed.
What? Where? Are you talking about?
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Oh my God, Tam.
Damn, I have to would actually have to send my wife in because that would be her entertainment. That'd be her department, not mine.
I'm all for uppies, but I better get downies. Listen, the guy who started Buterol has been around for at least 40 years now. Number one should No one
should be
no
paying
one should be
$300.
paying $300 for a single inhaler. No shit, they shouldn't
No.
be. But hell, I
Ridiculous.
mean, you could get that off of your fucking vape too, because it's the same thing as propylene glycol that's in there. So it's going to be the same goddamn bullshit. Just take away the fucking nicotine, and you literally got a fucking inhaler. Because the same thing that's in inhalers is in vapes. Propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, artificial flavoring, and liquid nicotine. Take away the artificial flavoring and the liquid nicotine, make it a smaller hit, and that's what you got. More propylene glycol and less vegetable glycerin, and you literally have an inhaler.
Kim, tell us again, what would you like to have in a DoorDash situation?
Oh, look at this shit. This right here is some good stuff. Sends it to friends and family because they need it.
Yeah.
At no charge. At no charge. That's awesome.
Dude,
Of course, it could be a dick move too. You could be like, okay, here you go. Here's my expired EpiPen.
oh God, why is it not working? Why am I making?
You may need two. Just saying.
I'm still swollen. What the hell?
Take another one.
Hit it again. I'll send you another one soon. This one's back. Don't worry about it.
It'll
My
make
wife,
it.
my wife just showed me this just now. You see that lovely little old Apple computer in the case?
Oh God.
What? That's in a museum, isn't it?
This is an actual exhibit item at the State of Iowa Historical Building.
Yep. Old internet stuff is now becoming a historical thing. Like,
Okay,
what the
so-
fuck?
So Atari, what is it, like ancient?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Dude, I'm sorry. The things
Art-
from the cars from the 90s are starting to be classics now. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Like, you
Right.
gotta be kidding.
okay. What's little Kim's one?
Oh yeah. The
Duct tape, Crisco, jumper cables, tongs, and a rapid prego test. My goodness. My
Whoa.
goodness.
and we can't forget about the carrots
Wait a minute.
Yes.
What's the Crisco for?
Don't
And-
ask. Don't ask.
and peanut butter.
This is literally a military situation. Don't ask, don't tell. Fuck's sake,
For
man.
hell.
I don't want to know. I have no desire to know what that's about or why or any of it at all.
Zip ties. Tack on a plan B pill in it. I'm in.
Tack on a Plan B pill, and I'm in. Wow.
I next door.
Okay.
Oh, she's ordering it now. Somebody's
I would
going to
laugh
his house.
my ass off if she DoorDashed that shit and it came to the house and Bomber answers the door in his boxer shorts or something. She'd be like, hey, you want to come in and help me with this, honey? I need to make sure that she's all Crisco'd up before I put the jumper cables on her. You can use the tongs to hold her back.
Can you hook up the other end of the battery for me?
Can you when I say go, clamp it to the positive. Oh my god.
Is that Crisco flavor butter flavor?
Jesus.
Oh, and a Hershey bar.
Oh, and a Hershey bar. Yeah, the Hershey bar is a snack for after.
Yeah,
In case my sugar gets low. Just in case my sugar gets low, give me the Hershey bar. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, the things that my DoorDash order honestly would never be so cruel, but I would be the dickhead and yet the nice guy at the same time and order like a candy bar from 7-Eleven and tip the dasher $20. Just because if I had that kind of money, I would.
Well,
Just
right.
be like, I'm going to tip you the max on the app, and then when you get here, I'm tipping you 20 more. Now, having said that, if any of you get a DoorDasher, because me,
Jesus
I've done it,
Christ.
Bomber's done it, hell, Dracos has done it,
I've done it.
Pit Boss has done it, we've all done it. So here's a little love tip for you. Give them the lowest tip on the app, and then give them a good cash tip when they get there.
Mhm.
Because that right there tells me I took those dashes that were, $2, $3, $4 tips, whatever. And I took those because I knew when I got to the house, they were going to tip me cash. And I made one night, I believe during the pandemic, I made over $200 in just straight cash.
8 times out of 10, it usually happens for us too. But I totally get it. People just didn't have a whole lot of money. They needed the stuff.
Yeah.
Couldn't go no.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
if you're ordering off DoorDash, dude, you're paying 3 times the amount for what you're ordering compared to you driving down to the fucking McDonald's and get your goddamn hamburger. I mean,
Right.
come on. I got to pay for your fuel. I got to pay for your wear and tear on your car. I got to pay for all that other bullshit. I got to pay the fees and the taxes and all that crap. And then on top of that, I'm tipping you. Okay, cool. If you're going to order that $1 hamburger from fucking McDonald's and have somebody
Yes, Nikki.
DoorDash it to you, then you might as well either A, go get it your damn self, or B, give them a decent tip.
Can I be Tammy's DoorDash on this one?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can see your
There's-
messages, Nikki.
You're gonna see Tam's DoorDash situation. All I gotta tell you is I'd do that.
I figured you'd do that.
Mm-mm.
Come on.
Yeah, gotta always have a
That's
mouthwash.
that's the thing, Kim. I never, even during the pandemic, I never put the food on the ground, not unless they told me to.
Yeah,
would
unless I
knock-
had it,
would
I
knock
had
on the
no
door.
option.
I would knock on the door. I'd hold the food in my hand. I'd walk the fuck way back here because 2 reasons. One, I don't want to get shot. People shoot through doors all the time. Just the way it is. Whenever I've done anything door to door or anything like that, I've always knocked on the door and backed the fuck up. Just the way it is. Less threatening, less all that bullshit. And 2, if they say just leave it there, then I'll leave it there.
Yeah,
No worries. I got no problem with that. Other than that, I'm handing it to you.
I
Just 'cause it's
always,
customer
I mean, if they're most of the deliveries I do, they just say, leave it
Leave it at the door.
at the door. And what
Yeah.
I also do is, because they do it here, is pretty much everybody has at least a screen door on their house,
Right.
and
Yeah.
100% of those screen doors open out 100% of the time. And when you put the food right up against the door, you can't open your fucking screen door without knocking the shit over. So I'll put it in a spot on their front porch or on their steps where when they swing the door open, they can retrieve said food.
No.
Mine that I
Always
did.
I would on my way to find something, either a chair or a ledge. And if they had nothing, then I would hang it on the doorknob, so
Yeah.
they would have to open it around and grab it.
Yeah, we
mine
have a
used to
table
be-
on our front porch, and we have in the instructions put on the table, and they'll put it next to the table.
Mine actually had one of those breakfast TV stands, for the where you could just
Oh,
bring it up.
yeah.
They put
Dude,
it
I
there.
have too many cats to sit there and tell somebody to leave this shit outside my house.
Yeah.
The cats will get to it before I even fucking, like, my brother was a dickhead and adopted a bunch of stray fucking cats, and they've never left. Like, he took a bunch with him, and one still decided they wanted to get it on. And so, yeah. But DoorDash aside, I have something for you gentlemen.
Mm.
Now, this is a
Boobies?
lovely story that I heard on
Oh.
TikTok, and I want
Oh.
you guys to hear this.
I'm afraid I have a devastating dilemma for you. I'm currently house sitting for my parents whilst they're away on holiday for a week. On the first night, after a few glasses of wine, I got under the bed to plug my phone charger into the wall. There, I found a very pretty shoebox.
Oh no, don't look in the shoebox under the bed.
Oh, I don't even know if I can read this.
Why would you bloody look? Why?
Imagine my shock as I opened it to find my mother's very large and realistic battery-powered boyfriend. Hindsight is great, and I know now that I should have left it there, but my curiosity would unfortunately get the better of me. Being alone and horny, and also quite impressed by the XL veiny monster I had in my hands.
No, no, no.
Oh
no, no, no. She did not use a monster. Tell me, tell me. Well, please. Please.
no! People are disgusting.
She did not.
I gave it a wash, turned it on, and slipped it in. So not to go into too much detail, all I'll say is the beast was amazing. It hit all the right spots. Upon closer in... Oh no! It gets worse!
How? How does it get worse? She's using her mum's dildo, for Christ's sake.
No!
What? What? What?
The only markings were a faint name on the base embossed in the plastic. It read, "Clone a Willy." Turns out I've been getting the best orgasms of my life from a replica of my father's penis. How am I meant to proceed from here?
I think we're done.
What's your advice? Regards, Melissa.
It's been a great 5 years.
He said it's been a great 5 years.
That's that. I mean, I did a blind react to that video, and it exploded when I did the blind react.
Right.
But when my favorite part is when he's sitting there and goes, I think we've peaked.
Yeah.
It's been a great 5 years.
Dude, when it sat there and he talked about the etching on the bottom that said Clone Willy, I instantly was like, I paused it. I was like, dude, do not tell me she just used her dad's. No, she did not. No, she did not. And literally hit play and heard that part, and I was like, dude, this is some stepdad shit right here.
Oh, let me pull up the comments on my video that I did.
But you never saw a video. You've never saw a video on the hub that has been anything like I'm using my stepdad's Clone Willy and I didn't know it was, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, what are you doing, stepdad? You're using that's a replica of me. What? Oh, come.
Yes, sir. Tammy says it like mother, like daughter.
Listen, Tam. Oh, hold on. Tam. It's okay. Tam said this. Now I'm gonna say this. Tam, do you think she could never look at those again, or do you think she could never look at her dad the same way?
Right.
Oh, there you go.
There's enough money and therapy on the planet to fix her after that one.
Bro, the minute I would have found, if I was her, the minute I would have found that out, I would have been like, you know what? I'm gonna go get lost somewhere across the other side of the world and just tell my parents I died.
Yeah.
Because there's no fucking way that I'm living this down.
Some of the comments have been the therapist is going to need a therapist after reading this.
Right.
Kim puts on there, always read the fine print. Family affairs.
Right.
Family Feud.
Keeping it in the family.
Why would Melissa tell anyone?
Right.
There you go.
See, obviously,
now assuming this is a real person and it's a real situation. I mean, there's things that can be made up all the time, but why would the fuck would you say and put your name on that shit too? Like,
right.
My shit would be anonymous, one,
right.
And two, yeah, mom knows your name, and if she sees that video, oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, never open shoeboxes that don't belong to you.
Right.
No, just think about what was the mom's reaction when she actually saw that in a video. What was mom's reaction?
Dude, I don't think mom knows, and I hope mom doesn't know. And if mom does know and she's a true champ, if mom does know and she's a true champ, like if she's just true dirty minded, she'd be like, yeah, that's how we made you. Was that right there?
Hashtag Freud was right.
Freud. So whenever she put it in, was that considered a Freudian slip?
Freud put his pencil down and walked away.
I have made my point.
That will. Another comment was that will bring new meaning to daddy issues in the future.
Did you just sit there and say mom could just make another clone? Mom, if mom was disgusted by it, she wouldn't be touching the real thing, much less make another clone.
Tell me you're traumatized without telling me you're traumatized.
Yeah. Dude, the amount of no in that whole situation where dad made the point to, oh my god. Grimlock, why do we invite you? Why do we invite you to these things? I mean, this is why we can't have nice things. This is why we can't have family dinners.
But here's the thing is, so she would. I mean, not only was the end result the wow, but she went and looked at it and went, I'm gonna wash this and use it on myself.
Emotional damage.
I knew it. I knew that was coming.
You know, her dad found out about it.
I will send you to Jesus.
You know, her dad found about it and said that.
And her retort would be, her retort would have been, Yes, you did like 3 times.
No, her retort.
Oh, you think you're being cute? Bitch, I'm adorable.
Yeah. God damn. Dude, I'm telling you, I would never in my life be able to tell another living soul that story, much less put it on some public show, especially in Britain. Like, fuck.
They will rip into you so bad.
I mean, and if I was going to
Another
use
pun.
another person's name, I would have to like use like.
Wow.
Whoa.
So what you're saying is every guy that she has from there on out looks at him and says, you can't compare to my daddy.
That's some West Virginia shit right there.
Dude, I'm telling you, she literally, that's one of those things where she's probably sitting there and just every guy she meets, she's like, nope. I'm like, why are you always saying no to all these guys? And they don't compare to my daddy.
That was so bad.
Oh God. Have you ever hold on. To all the guys out there, have you ever done that though? Have you ever done the Clone of Willie deal?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I did it one time. But I know you did, you dirty son bitch. But I know I'm dirty and I admit I'm dirty. Everybody knows I'm dirty. But I did it one time. Now, you have to understand that this comes in a tube that you have to use the tube that it comes in. Okay? You're not using and you have to be in a happy moment for it.
Right.
So I tell everybody and anybody, if you're going to do it and get a ring, especially something that vibrates to keep you going, whatever works. But then you have to literally shove your member into this tube and keep it there until it gets to the point of dried almost. And then you got to do the whole and get it out of there.
Hope to God it's not cold.
Then you got to pour in the solution and the stuff to make said thing. I will say this: if it is lumpy, if the original mold is lumpy, your thing's going to have a lot of
Ribbed
it's
for her
going
pleasure.
to be ribbed for her pleasure. Oh no, it's one of those things that I did that once.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, gentlemen, never bitch that you're too small, never bitch that you're not the right size until you do a Clone of Willie and you understand exactly what they're looking at. Then you have no right to say shit.
True.
And then you can either say, yeah, it's too small, or yeah, it's big enough, because to us, we know measurements, we know sizes, we know all that kind of stuff, but it's still, to our own eyes, it looks smaller than what it is to yours, or it's accurate, one or the other.
I mean, I wish,
Yeah, you wish to give your wife internal bleeding?
Most
but
women
it's
don't.
more like so.
What was that one woman that did the measurements? She's like, fucking sick day.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That one was one of the best. I wish I saved it.
Dude, I'm telling you, it is one of those deals where I sit there and I did a Clone of Willie too. It was eclipsed by a ring. Wow. Grim, you actually have to be able to see it to clone it. So anyway,
You're not eye to eye with it like we are.
you're right. We're not eye to eye with it. Of course, if you're eye to eye with it, then they're missing the right. They're missing some kind of. Oh God,
I'm blind.
Yeah, right.
It was
You want to look like Nick Fury from the Avengers? Come here, honey. Like,
No, that's when your wife Phil, asshole.
oh no, the reason why I say Nick Fury from the Avengers is because as soon as you poke me in the eye, they're gonna go, motherfucker. And we all know that man will say that word. Jesus. Glad this is 18 plus.
See, I just got to ask this really quickly. When when you go for us guys, and the girl turns around and has it in her mouth, and they spit it back at you, is that a comeback?
The snowball.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like whenever that's like whenever they pay you, you know, you pay them and they give you change back. That's a nickel back. What is wrong with you? Grimlock said he's seen it once. It was a heavy poop day. How in the hell does that? Like, what the fuck?
Grim, what the hell?
Dude, I got
Wow.
when I started getting heavier and I couldn't see it and I had to suck my gut in to look down.
Cab
And I'm
fare.
like, well, it's still there.
Cab fare.
Cab fare. Oh my god.
Hey guys, if you're watching this right now, I got to tell you the truth right now. Yes, this is what we do. This is what we have fun with. This is the stuff we talk about, serious stuff. We joke around with other stuff. This is us right here at the moment. This is the real us.
Well, I'm wearing pants.
I don't know why people want to battle me right now.
Because
Like I've literally been live and gotten like 3 or 4 people trying to battle me, and I'm like,
I have never gotten a battle request.
dude, I don't want a battle request.
I don't either, but I'm just saying
This-
Kim's been live selling jewelry, and I've been sitting there while she's going to the bathroom or whatever, and people are popping in and doing battle requests, and I've never ever gotten one, and
Right.
I'm glad I don't want one.
Right.
Right.
No, my thing is my thing is on it is I've watched these stupid little battle deals that they do on TikTok, and what the
stupid
fuck?
Yeah.
Okay,
I-
TikTok officially sent me this. Great job. You've gone live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break.
Yeah.
What?
they really care.
No, it's
Now
just,
that you've
it's,
said it, it's going to happen, right?
it's just them sitting there putting that in there for some reason. It's like, oh, you want me to get off live? Okay, cool. I'm not as hip hoppity awesome as everybody else. My bad.
you're,
I'm not making you money, so you got to tell me to take a break.
Yeah,
TikTok can't hear us, right?
dude, they hear everybody hears everything we say.
Well, no, I'm just saying because.
Oh,
you've
you're
got-
talking about on the live I'm on TikTok? No.
Yeah. Okay, so then I can say this because I said this the last time I got banned. Just because I like to shove a cast iron pan up my ass and watch midget porn.
This is never going to air. You know that now.
Thanks a
I'm
lot.
gonna have to cut that part out of this whole thing. It's gonna be like, you want to snip this part out? Fuck yeah, I do.
I believe there's a view thing that you want to throw up their bones.
Do I still have that on here?
I think you
I
do.
don't think I do. Oh yeah, that's right.
That's the use of this live right now. Bones Radio.
The thoughts and views of this live are not those of the Bones Radio Show, even though this is the Bones Radio podcast.
There's a difference.
I was bored
Right.
and warm and was on a beanbag today.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ending this live for now because it's just me sitting here looking weird.
No, here's
we've been on for over an hour and a half. If people don't know to come in here, they just don't know.
the funny thing is I've watched some of these battles, the battles that they've had. All right. There were some ones that were nice, you know, people were nice and stuff like that. Right. But then I've seen other battles where they are vicious as all
Yeah.
get up.
And they're muting the other person just so they can rile up their people. And
Yeah, they did.
I-
Okay, this is the greatest scam ever on TikTok.
or they're doing team. Every time I've ever seen a team battle going on, those are even worse.
Mhm.
Like way more vicious.
This
Like,
is the greatest scam of TikTok, in my opinion. Now that I'm off TikTok, I can actually talk about TikTok. This is the greatest scam on TikTok, in my opinion, because these people know each other. They're not. I see the same people on these battles every time. One has Trump shit, one has Biden shit, or they do the black and white thing, or they do the couples thing, or they do these scam bullshit, and they know. You said the M word. Yes, you said the M word.
I'm not on TikTok,
It's-
so I can say the M word.
It's. I know I got banned for it one time, but these people know each other, and people will sit there and pay to shut one of them up because they're being annoying.
Right.
So it's either the Biden person or the Trump person, and they're and everybody's like, oh, we need to get me up to this amount so I can shut them up, I can mute them, and if they lose, they got to stay muted until they're winning again. And I'm just going, man. And I go into those lives. I go into them because I want to see how many people are viewing these lives. Thousands of people are viewing these lives.
Yeah.
Same with the NPC bullshit.
And oh god, the NPC bullshit. Here's my thing. When it comes down to it and it's all said and done, Bomber goes into his garage and creeps around and doing things that we can't see him do. And Kim's gonna tell him I'm talking. I love Bomber and I love Kim, and I'm still gonna talk shit because it's fun. So but what they do? Oh yeah, I saw them white legs.
Oh,
But what they do is they sit there and they get together. It's like all four of us, if we decided that we were going to do the whole battle thing as teams, we could sit there and get together and be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And then this is what you need to do. And that way we can piss these people off on one side or the other and make them, vote for us or whatever. It's so dumb. And people are stupid enough to fall for it. This is why I will say it 1,000 times. We are headed to idiocracy. We are headed to idiocracy.
They're reacting to the stupid gifts that are coming to them like they're a robot or something. I'm like, I've seen 2 people that are pulling it off way up, and that was their niche before it even became a thing to do on live. That's what these people do. That's how they act. That's their whole thing. Hold on. But $30,000 in a night. What the fuck is going on here? Why are these?
You get enough people throwing a rose at you, and you reacting to that enough times that basically what it is people. You're right there, caveman. Jesus Christ. But but you have people that are giving roses. This is why I've seen lives with people pumping things up to pop them. I've seen lives where people are putting balls on a treadmill, like the pool balls on a treadmill. I've seen lives where they've had just the dumbest things, and people will come in there and they want to see what ball is going to win, or how big can we get this thing before it pops, and all this other crap. Right. And it's just stupid.
Oh, the best one.
The man had to pee.
The mental game.
Had to make drinking water.
The cosplayers used to do it. Yes, cosplayers did used to do it back in the day, but they stayed in character and they were interacting with you as said character. They weren't doing this robot shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's cool shit because they're interacting with their audience. They're freaking staying in character, which is why you follow them in the first place. You love that character.
I saw 2 people doing it at the same time, like they were best friends or sisters or some shit, and they were literally reacting at the same time with the same thing. Like, I was pretty impressed by their fluidity in that sense, but at the same time, I was like, this is stupid. You people are paying for them to do these same things over and over and over again. Why?
Or the sleeping ones where you pay a certain amount and it triggers.
Do people not understand that there's no noise in that fucking room?
Right.
It's just the lights. It's just the lights. The actual speaker system
is not even a light.
a different room. It's just the lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all hooked up through programs and stuff like that. People have found a way to make money.
There was ones for a short time there that I would find on my FYP, and I don't know why. And they were early in the morning. Like, I'd get up, get a cup of coffee, smoke a cigarette, start scrolling TikTok for a little bit before I got ready for work. And there would be these women on there that would, if you send a certain gift, all of a sudden they go, ooh.
Yeah. Men and women in general. They're and I'm not gonna rubber bands on the watermelon, right? But men and women in general, and ladies, please don't get mad at me when I say this. Women in general have learned to wear the least amount of clothing on TikTok and not get banned for it, and use that to their benefit, which is fine. Whatever you want to do. And then men, the same thing, the littlest amount of clothing, the workout bullshit. Oh my God. The trends that are going around right now, the stupidity of this is the trends that are going around right now are: how skimpy can it be? How much can I show? How long can I do the same thing over and over and over again before people get bored? How much money can I take from people?
Mm-hmm.
And people are stupidly entertained by this, and that's scary.
Well,
I
and the
mean,
thing-
This right here, what we're doing, I don't expect people to be entertained. I don't expect it a lot of views. I'm doing this because I enjoy this. This is what
Right.
I love to do. I
Yeah.
love to talk about things, and I love to bring like-minded people in or opposite-minded people in to talk about things. That's what I love. I love discussions. Discussions aren't something that people want to sit there and watch and pay for and all that stuff. I get it. And so unless
Well-
I have Joe Rogan on this motherfucker, I'm pretty much not going anywhere.
No.
I
well,
don't
like I
care.
said, I don't disrespect the hustle. Get your bag any way you can. What pisses me off is that I can't believe all these people are so fucking idiotic to pay tens of thousands of dollars to these people when that money could be going to people that truly fucking need it.
100%.
Right.
Or
You
the
want to
best
show
one-
you want to show me something? Get your ass out there on the street, sit next to a bum, and tell people everything that I make off this TikTok right here, right now, goes to this person.
Exactly.
Right.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I will cash app it to me. I will go over to the ATM while I'm on live. I will pull out the money that you guys give me, and I will give it to that person.
I'm not giving money willy nilly to anybody, any on the internet or go to walk up with some Joe Schmo on the street. Obviously, do your research, make sure it's a legit deal, so that way you're not getting yourself screwed over.
100%.
But there are so many legitimate things floating around TikTok right now that people are seriously struggling. They are hurting so bad, and that they could use a tenth of what you're giving to these yo-yos, and it could change their life for the better.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one. There's a girl on TikTok right now that she plays this game. Number one, she plays the I'm a vegetarian card. Okay. She plays the I'm vegetarian card. She plays the psychological game. Going,
You talking about the one? Are you talking about the one that writes your names on the whiteboards and shit?
yeah, and she's got this weird looking little baby that she holds on. This is my baby. Stop giving me that. Stop it. Oh my god, stop it.
Let's go back to the mental health thing.
Yeah.
And get her the meds that she needs. Jesus.
She's literally, I mean, I will sit there and she will yell, scream, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of guys do that. They're in literal tears, like, "Oh my god, stop giving me that one! Don't put that on my face!" I'm just like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?"
Yeah, they do it for the reaction.
People
of
are-
the person.
Yeah. So that
Just
people
keep
keep on
winning.
giving them the cowboy or the whatever that changes
Yeah.
their face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And
Yeah.
they're the mental side of things. Seriously.
and that's the thing. They sit there and they do what they do. It's basic reverse psychology is
Right.
what it is. And people do what they do. I've heard people and I've had friends that have done this, and I just keep calling them out on it because I'm an asshole. But I sit there and they'll be like, I set that goal so you guys wouldn't meet it.
Shut up.
No, you set that goal for them to meet it and you refuse the gifts, but at the same time, you know they're going to give them to you because you're going to act frustrated and sit there and go, "Oh, I didn't want you guys to meet." Then make it an unattainable goal.
Yeah,
Put a
make it $1 million.
universe up there. Put 5 universes up there. Make it unattainable instead of putting 100 roses. Like, that's stupid.
Right.
The other ones that I love swiping by is the lives that I'm not going to talk until my type
Oh my
shows up.
Oh my
God.
god. Oh,
I'm not going to talk until you make me laugh. I'm not going to talk until you guess my name. And they're sitting
Right.
there with a fucking sign, and that's all they're doing. They're just sitting there like,
Oh, I could do that. Oh, why not?
Meanwhile,
Like,
I'll go
I wanna
live and be like,
do-
"Hey, everybody, how's it going? What's going on? Maybe you
wanna-
want to come in and chat and be funny and be silly." And
no,
it's
I
like,
want to make a sign that literally says, I'm not going to say a word until I have to fart.
Oh my god.
Fucking
that's-
right.
And then as soon as I do, I'm putting my ass right to this microphone. I will get E. coli or whatever the fuck it is. You know, I'll get pink eye from my damn microphone just to be able to put my ass up here. Hey guys, what's going on?
Y'all are killing me with the belly aching now.
Kim comes in.
I'm the asshole.
Congratulations.
You made $1.
The big babies. Mhm.
We should all do.
You know.
All four of us should do that. We should all get in the same fucking live. We'll just pick somebody's live, whoever's live. All four of us, and we all have that fucking sign on screen, and we don't say a fucking word.
Hey.
Right.
Perfect.
Just
We'll just
sit
sit there like
there.
this.
Just
The first one left.
We don't want to say anything until you tell us to.
Mhm.
I I won't say a word until somebody calls me daddy.
That would be hilarious. I would love to see how many people actually come into that. Yeah, now that would be funny. That would be entertaining. And all of our, because we all have a lot of mutual friends.
Right.
They'll be tossing up the TikToks and the tiny diниes just to get us to laugh.
You know, the actual sign would be, I'm not going to say anything until you say the magical word. and it's like the word spot is blank.
Do the Pee Wee Herman thing. I'm not going to say anything until you guess the word of the day.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. There it is.
Oh, damn. Tam said, I'll just put a sign up there that says make me. You know how many of these fucking TikTok doms would just jump in there and be like, you need to do this and you need to do that.
Dude, Tam would rip into them so hard.
No, she wouldn't do anything. She would just hold the sign up. Make me. Go drink your water. Make me.
He made $10.
Dude, that would piss off so many. That would piss off so many people. That should be the most hilarious fucking thing out there. Just sit there and have a sign that says make me.
I would just love to just sit in there and just watch how many supposed alphas are going to go in and try.
Oh my God.
I would be laughing, going, that's a beta. That's a beta. That's a beta.
Okay, here's the thing. I know Tam pretty well. Love Tam to death. Really would love to wreck this woman. I'm not even going to lie. But I also know how she is, and she is the brattiest of brats. And she will destroy half these alpha motherfuckers.
Oh,
I'm not kidding. And speaking of alpha, let's talk about this guy.
Oh,
the dragon of TikTok, the skinny kid. Have you never seen this kid?
No.
He's super fucking awkward. Just super awkward. And I love his content because I know he's not this stupid. I know he's not, but he plays stupid so well. And he's super awkward. Like he does videos of like, listen, Chad, she's my girlfriend. And you don't want to mess with, and he's got his shirt off and he's just skin and bones. And he's getting in the camera going, that's my dragon fire. And I was like, you are so awkward funny, and I love it. I love the awkward funny. And then he does lives, and he has these hot chicks next to him, and he's like, "No, you're not in my caliber. You're not the woman that I want. My woman is this, and this, and blah blah blah." And he's just talking shit the entire time. I'm like, bro, I don't think you've gotten laid. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think you ever have. But you're doing a fabulous job, sir. You are the ultimate troll, and I love you. Keep doing it.
I like the guy that he wears. I can't remember his name, but he wears the 1980s big giant glasses, wireframe glasses. He's got the fanny pack on, and fucking Chip's mustache.
Oh God!
You do. And he's skin and bones, and he's got like wheelie shoes on, and he kind of rolls up to the camera, and he says some kind of cheesy ass line. Oh my! And it's.
I really wish I would have saved one of those kids' videos because it is stupid funny how he sits there and does what he does.
I got to tell you, the guy that impressed me in his live is the guy that does the old 1940s, 1930s video.
I've been coming a lot lately too.
Yeah, he impressed me big time.
Right.
In his live, the way he's got everything that's in view is from like the 1920s and 30s, and he's trying to talk to people from the future through TikTok in a way, and a telephone calls. This guy's amazing. He thought it out.
Right.
Wow.
And he's got like the perfect filter on too. It's like a burnt sienna color, and it's fuzzy, so it's like you're watching old school TV.
Oh God, yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Now, hold on. I want you to listen to this because the caption of this is this message. This is a message to my girlfriend's boyfriend, Ryan.
Oh boy.
A message to my girlfriend's boyfriend, Ryan. You woke up the dragon. Now leave my girlfriend alone.
This dude is okay. Hold on. His name is the Demon Dragon, and literally that's the deal on there. And on his page it says below average man. He's got 302,000 followers, and this dude is just almost every one of these videos is him with his shirt off and just.
That's basically what people want to see, the fucking train wreck.
This dude,
that's why they follow him.
He doesn't like, I mean, I don't know what it is, but you can't stop watching the idiocracy of this kid. And he literally gets hundreds of thousands of views, if not millions of views, on a lot of his stuff. And he's only got 302,000 followers. 400, let's see. Let's just go down the videos. He's got 3.1 million, 2.2 million, 4.6, 1.1, 2.2, 3.5, 1.4, 2.3. The video I showed you guys, I think.
Oh, that's it. I'm doing videos for
400-something thousand. Oh yeah, do videos with shirt off and be awkward as fuck, dude.
Oh man, I totally ruined my work career for that. Yeah. Okay.
Real power is fine. I'll show you the power of a demon. And if that's not enough, well then I'll show you something called Dragon Fire.
What the fuck?
Dude, he does not have a job.
Be careful who you call demon scum there, buddy. Oh, you want to...
Ow.
The awkwardness hurts my brain. But the funny part is he's playing Nickelback. He knows what he's doing. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He knows what he's doing. He's playing Nickelback while with his hairy nipples sticking out there, and he's shadow punching and just breathing his bad breath on the phone. And I'm just like, what in the fuck is this man? It's one of those things where you want to put him into a cage at the zoo and say, this is the next exhibit.
Yeah,
like,
dance monkey.
What the fuck is this?
Well, and that's
good, boss. You like that guy that plays like he's in
Tam
40s?
Put it in words right there.
There's another guy, or there's another person that you should probably check out if you dig down. One of my older friends from back in the OG Musical.ly days has just returned, and she's now going underneath the moniker The Lady in Red. And she runs her whole deal like a 1920s pinup. Her videos, her lives, her clothes, the way she talks, everything 1920s pinup. And she is blowing the hell up. It's so good. You dig that.
Well, and
I'll definitely check that out, but I can guarantee this. I'm sorry, Bomber, but I have to say this. I guarantee that gentleman, Bones, has never had his pickle pickled.
That demon dragon fucker.
I was about to say, I know I've had my pickle pickled.
Yeah, I know, but not you, Bones, but the guy you just showed us never had his pickle pickled.
I told you he's a virgin.
But it's working because, like I said, people want to see the train wreck.
They want
that's why the vegan teacher got so fucking big, because everybody wanted to go in, and then they followed her so that they could go into her videos to make comments of how much they hate her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, people love this guy. There's a lot of people that hate this guy, but there's a lot of people that love this guy and what he does. And it's just it's the awkwardness to me, and it's the greatest thing in the world. I love it. I love every minute of it. I don't follow the guy, but his shit comes on my For You page all the time, and I'm just oh, what in the hell is he? So anytime he comes across my For You page, I'm like, you know what? I gotta go see what the fuck this dude's been up to. And man, he does not disappoint me at all. And I just look at him and going, you know, I'm glad I think for myself, and I'm glad that I got the mental health help that I needed a long time ago.
Right.
Oh man, I've had a couple trolls that have tried to troll me up. Okay, I originally started off on a different app. Okay, that had literal trolls. Yeah, I mean they had trolls that were vicious.
Yeah,
okay. And I came from that app over here to TikTok, and literally I'm like, I've heard better over there. What the heck, man? Come on now, do better.
I've never had a troll.
Really?
You never had a troll?
Not a consistent. Like I'll have like once in a blue moon comment on a video, but nothing consistent.
One guy. There's one,
and it's like sometimes it makes me sad because it's like,
yeah, where's my troll?
Dude, I can't fuck with my trolls long enough. The mods grab them and tear them down quicker than I can fuck with them.
I want a troll that, like, I've had a couple of trolls in a live here and there, and the last one I had, I tried to play with him because I was following Toby's kind of thought process. Let me play with my food. And then Toby comes walking in because someone messaged Toby saying that I had a troll and I was having an issue, and I'm like, no, I'm having fun with it.
Yeah,
and
I'm going to use you to my advantage.
No, there's one guy on here. I'm trying to find who.
I mean, I'll tell you, any troll that comes into my lives, even if I'm doing a radio show or just a straight out live, I tell them ahead of time, before you start with your trollism, I'm going to use you to my advantage. I'm going to make it that your troll ain't going to be nothing when it's said and done.
There's one guy that I met that's on here, and I can't remember his fucking name for the life of me. He's got he's pretty much, he's got a beard and dark hair, and he calls people out on TikTok all the time, like calls out cops and calls out. He's real well known for it. God, I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I think the mods in Bones' show should slow down on the finger movements.
Oh no, they do their job fine.
Oh yeah, but it should slow down just a little bit so you can have a little nibble on whatever runs.
No, if I do a live that's not the show, then if I'm doing the show, then I want them to doing to get gains. I'm begging. Tell me, oh God of muscles, what should I be doing to get gains? I'm begging you. Lift weights. Anyway, I'm not the god of muscles. But anyway, though this guy, I can't remember his last. It's like Trent or something like that, or Tizzy.
Tizzy. Yep.
Tizzy. So Tizzy Trent, I think it is. He calls people out on shit all the time, and apparently this guy has got some serious mental health issues because of his previous posts that he did before he became a social justice warrior. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. Like the stuff he was saying was bad. Like he was the same thing he calls people out on. He was doing the same thing, just bullying people. I don't really like the guy's views on a lot of things, but I don't ever comment on his stuff or anything like that. And I never go in there and bash him because I don't care. You got your own opinion, great. Yeah. But he's been another subject of controversy on TikTok for a while. That he's sitting there. He said something, and I really don't want to repeat it, but he said something that was very degrading to a person, and I was amazed that he got away with it, and then the backlash that hit him, he doubled down, like he didn't care. Like the guy's off his rocker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he does do a lot of good, but he does a lot of good for his own self gain.
Oh,
he didn't do that kind of good before at all, and he found out that it was trending to do that kind of thing, and he used his advantage. And that's just an example of somebody making money on TikTok off of what you can make money off of. Tizzy is. That's why Tobias tells us that we can block because.
Nope.
Okay, bye, Dracos. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess Dracos is gone. Fuck's sake, what the hell? Fine, we didn't want you in here anyway. It's the three amigos.
Wow, I didn't want to see myself that big.
Yeah, I got a big head, but not like that, please.
That's what she said.
Not normally.
Not normally.
Not normally. What?
Tobias tells us we can block because it would. Okay. Hey, there he is.
And somebody texted me, and I tried to get rid of it. And
Hey, that's fine. You're being the porch pirate that you are. It's cool. So, no, we've gone way over. We've gone way over our time. We can sit here for hours.
I'm just about to ask you if I could turn this conversation serious for a minute.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Tell us about your prostate exam.
Was that a thumb
Hashtag
up?
butt stuff, ladies and gentlemen.
Talk deeper.
No, I wanted to bring it to something that I don't think is talked about enough, and that's depression with men, especially when they're dealing with shit. And I've been fighting depression pretty hard. As much as my health and everything is starting to pick back up, that is still kicking my ever-loving ass. I'm trying to fight the certain things that I'm doing in my world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
every time I'm trying to push forward in something wants to. It's like one step forward, 10 steps back.
Yeah.
And it gets to the point where you just like, why do I even fucking bother anymore?
Well, let me tell you the perfect thing that you need to focus on. Stop tripping and falling. The thing is, dude, is the fact you're going to hit roadblocks in your life. 100% of the time, you're going to hit roadblocks in your life. You get two choices. You can let it beat you down, or you can do what most people with a sane conscience and sane mental status does, and it is what it is. Got to get through it and move forward.
Right.
No matter what, every one of us right now, every one of us is struggling with something. He's struggling with the house thing. He's struggling with the job thing. You're struggling with the health thing. I'm struggling with the bills thing. We're all struggling on some point, right? So do we have an option of stopping? Any one of us? No.
Not really.
We all got kids.
Yep.
And we're dads. We're not allowed to quit. We're allowed to have a moment and get our shit back together and keep moving forward. Because I know nowadays that women do jobs too and they work too, but don't get me wrong, okay? Because you gotta be careful what you say on everything because somebody's gonna get mad about something. But most of the time, men have to provide for their family, and we have to fight to get through our ailments and our illnesses and our bullshit to provide for our family. Okay?
Yeah.
You have to fight through your bullshit right now to be able to provide for your family. And if you give up, and I will call you out on this 100%, and people will hate me for it, and I don't care. But if you give up, I'm going to call you out for being a quitter. I'm going to bash you. I'm going to bring you down, and I'm going to drag your name through the fucking dirt because you quit on your family. I don't quit on my family. Bomber don't quit on his. Pit Boss don't quit on his. You ain't allowed to quit on yours. Your family is your greatest motivator. I don't give a fuck what you say. Your family is your greatest motivator, and it will always be your greatest motivator. And if you quit on your fucking family, then you're a piece of shit, and you don't deserve any kind of recognition. You don't deserve anything more or less than the fact that you quit. We're all going to keep moving on with our lives, because no matter how hard you struggle and no matter what you do in life, if you stop fighting and you stop fighting for your fucking family, then you're a piece of shit.
Right. And I have that mind frame, never quit, never surrender. It's just, what I'm saying is when you're pushing so hard and then you got so much pushing back, it's, what is the word?
You're doing something right.
Then this is what you do. Then you white knuckle that shit and you fight your fucking way through it.
Yeah.
And whenever you fall again and you hurt yourself again, or something happens to you again, and this is no bullshit, you know you're going to have me right there telling you to white knuckle through it and fucking keep pushing.
I mean,
and if you do it again, I swear to God, Google and Odin I will fucking come down there and make sure that I take a long enough vacation to heal you up and then watch you for at least a week and teach you how to not do that.
I'm a clumsy fucker. I have gotten that way in my old age. I know that.
Well,
What
I mean-
I'm looking for is discouraging. Is that no matter, because my biggest thing right now is my weight. All my other health issues, I've got them on right path. They're with the right. They're on the right path. I got the right doctors now. We're gonna get that shit figured out. But when I'm fighting this son of a bitch, and no matter what I do, it doesn't fucking go away. It's just discouraging. It's like, why do I even bother trying to get under 400 pounds if my body says, "Fuck you, I'm gonna keep you right where you're at."
let me say this to Kim. Kim, it happens on both sides. Moms and dads, it doesn't matter who it is. People in general, persons, fuck gender, take gender out of it. People in general. Let's put it that way. Okay, let's make it universal. People in general struggle with mental health. People in general struggle with fighting, and people in general struggle with that. But if you have children in this world, you're not allowed to quit. I don't give a fuck if you're a man or a woman or you're transgender or whatever. I don't care. I don't care what your fucking gender is. If you're a human being and you have brought children into this world, you're not allowed to quit. Period. I've had so many goddamn moments in my life where I've wanted to stop and just quit. But my kids are my greatest motivation.
Son of a bitch, but I don't give up. I mean,
I will struggle. I will cry. I will beat the wall. I will do everything it takes to not quit.
Wait, what?
And move forward.
I'll be so discouraged and frustrated that I'll start disassociating more, but I'll never give up.
What? Wait, hold on. Why am I? What? Why?
Why? Wait, hold on a second.
No, I have two, Kim. I have two. 100%. I feel you on that, honey.
Yeah. My biggest thing right off the bat is that for me, I can't quit, but it's okay for me not to be okay. You know, it's okay not to be okay.
Me?
I don't know. Bomber,
because we talked about prostate exams and rubber gloves.
Oh,
wait,
I was like,
wait.
okay, wait. What'd I do?
It's a thumbs up.
Here you go. Sorry, Bomber. I meant Dracos. Wow. Just because we all have beards doesn't mean we're all the same. Well, Jesus Christ, that was awful. That was. All
Like,
you
wait,
white guys with beards look the same.
Yeah. Well,
As much as I love Tam, I am scared of her. She could do some serious damage.
Bro, let me put it to you this way. The day that you get serious about your weight is the day that it starts falling off. The day that you get serious about not hurting yourself, you won't. The day that you get serious about everything mentally, it will happen. You have to be mentally you have to fortify your mental awareness and fortify your mental attitude. I grew up that's my ass. Thank you. Yeah, I grew up in a time as you grew up in a time, because you're about the same damn age as me, if not the same age as me, if not older than me. We grew up in a time of our parents telling us that we had to be mentally tough and push through. We didn't have that option. Most of us in here, if not all of us, are Gen X. Okay. And we've been told in the Gen X way is to be mentally tough and push through it. As we've gotten older and we've learned things in our age and in our time and everything like that, we're the best of the generations, in my opinion, because we grew up in a time where we didn't have the electronics, we didn't have the internet, we didn't have this right here. This was considered radio, 100% considered radio. You didn't see our faces unless we're on a TV show. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we grew up through no technology, to no mental health awareness, to mental health awareness, we grew up in a time of be tough, be mentally and physically tough, fall down, get the fuck up, rub some dirt on it and move forward, right? To now where we're like, oh God, you fell down, let me get you a Band-Aid and a therapist.
Right.
But we grew up through all the hardships and all the bullshit. We grew up through growing technology, growing mental health, weight, anything that you can think of, we grew up through it. So you have the tools and the talent to do it. I have no doubt whatsoever. Do you want? Here's my question to you: do you want to lose weight?
Yes.
Then you'll fucking lose weight.
I know my
will lose weight.
I think my sleeping has a lot to do with it. If you don't sleep well, you can't.
What do you do for a workout?
Right now, the only thing I'm able to do is pool work because my body is still not allowing me to do the gym floor work yet.
When you're healthy,
Cool.
what do you do for a workout?
I do basically weight machines. I do like lat pull downs. I do like the rowing machine, a back machine. Pretty much. And then there's the free weights. I do free weights with military press and whatnot.
Let me present something to you that has helped a lot of people with weight issues and a lot of people with back, legs, and I've gone. Not many people know this about me. Jesus Christ, damn, calm down. She's gonna take your ass, son. She's gonna take your ass. But let me say this. I grew up, or not grew up. I did wrestling for 15 years. And we're talking about like the stuff you see on TV. Independent circuit, I did that for 15 years. Did a bunch of stupid shit, wrecked my fucking body. Now, the only reason that I'm as good as I am today is because I decided to start using something that helped me out a lot. And a lot of people know about it. A lot of people don't. It's kind of died off since, it's hot time. But it's called DDP Yoga. Mm-hmm. Now, there's a gentleman that was about your size that could not walk. Period.
Yeah, the crutches. He was a paratrooper,
and that motherfucker's running. Yep. Okay, so if you need, bro, I will send you the DDP yoga that I have. I have the book with all the recommended eating. I have the there's still DVDs. I still have the DVDs. If you want to use that, bro, I'm more than willing to send that to you. Because it's a workout that uses no restraints as far as weights go and everything else. It's literally physical. It's just what they say it was. It's like your own body muscle and everything. You're not using anything more than. Yes, that's right, Kim. It is. It's very fantastic. This is yoga for men, in a sense, or yoga for anybody, really. But when men didn't want to do yoga at all, DDP came out with DDP Yoga, and literally, it is a workout that he has developed that works. And people that have had back problems, people that have had knee problems, weight problems, all that kind of stuff, they literally got to the point where they had no hope, and he gave them hope. He's gone to people's houses. Water exercise does help. Yes, it does. It does help because it takes the weight off your body. But this is like strength resistance is all it is. It's your body mass, your muscles, and you're using your strength. He tells you, like, there's one that he calls the Hulk it out. And Hulk Hogan, everybody knows he did that whole fucking, pull it together and flex thing. And so that's one of them. He did a lot of different workouts, and it helps you a lot. I'm not kidding. If you can, bro, look it up or buy the damn thing. I don't give a fuck what you do. If you can't do that, I'll fucking send you my copy. I'll buy another fucking copy. I don't care. But the thing is, it has helped out a lot of people. And a success story I can say was my buddy Mike, who we called Rock and Roll Cowboy. Cowboy would sit there and bitch about his weight constantly. And I noticed as he was getting older, he was getting heavier. And he was about 250 pounds. And this boy doesn't have a body that can hold 250 fucking pounds. I can promise you that. So it was super pot-bellied Cowboy. And he got to a point where he was just down on himself. And I said, okay. And so he decided that he saw that and he got it. And he followed the weight, or he followed the workout regimen, and he followed the food regimen. And he got down to 200 pounds, right? At 200 pounds, I saw him walk into the goddamn arena with a whole pizza. And I said, is that part of your eating deal? He goes, oh no, I'm done with that. I said, what do you mean? Like you got down to 200 and now you're just going to go get fat again? He goes, no. He goes, I got to my goal weight and now I can eat anything I want. As long as I keep doing what I'm doing and doing the workouts, I can eat anything I want. And I said, what? And he goes, yeah. He goes, bro, I can eat this whole fucking pizza right now and not gain a pound because I'm going to go home and do my DDP yoga because I did it this morning and I do it at night. And he goes, I do it twice a day. And he stayed at 200 pounds. He's literally still at 200 pounds.
Nice.
So it's one of those things that if you really want it to happen, you're going to make it happen. You're going to find a fucking way, and you're going to try every fucking thing you can that is going to work. You can do the lap band surgery bullshit. You can do the weight workouts. You can do all the different kind of things that you want to do, or you can try things that are tried and true. You can try things that are this, that, or the other. It doesn't matter. Consistency. That's right. Consistency is the game changer. So with the way you're going right now, when you get to a healthy point, I want to see you get serious, and I want to see you win. I want a year of Dracos just fucking winning, because I see you lose more times than you win. But here's the thing, you still drive me and push me, because no matter how many times you lose, you still get the fuck up and keep moving. No matter how many times you fight with your own mental health, you still keep getting up and fucking moving. And that's what I love about you. You don't stop, and you push others not to stop either, because if somebody's going to bitch about their life and what's going on in their life, and they want you get up and move your ass, even after you've hurt yourself this many times, dude, you're an inspiration.
Dude, he's a new Energizer Bunny.
So don't take your shit as a fail. Keep pushing forward and keep moving forward. And consider it a success, because you're driving somebody out there to push hard, because they know if you can do it, they can fucking do it too. Take it in that way. Push yourself mentally by going, hey, I'm going to keep pushing, because I know I'm going to drive somebody else to push, because I'm hurting right now and I'm dying right now. And you literally fucking died and came back to life.
Hello, Lazarus.
You're still here. You beat Jesus's respawn time, for fuck's sake. You're still here, bro. You're here for everything happens for a reason, and you're here for a fucking reason. Maybe you're here to push people to move farther and move faster and move harder. Maybe you're an example. Be the example. Don't beat yourself down. Let me do that. I'll do it. I'll beat you down all the time. Don't worry about that. I got you.
Thanks a lot, Dracos. Now I'm thinking about all my weight stuff that's in the garage right now.
Listen, Muscles McGee.
I haven't
sat. Brooklyn Brawler down here. This motherfucker. I swear to God, if this dude took his shirt off, you would see there's a gym body underneath this fucking ham hock down here. It looks like he hadn't worked out in a day in his life, but this motherfucker takes off his shirt, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, son. He's the guy at the beach that you saw at the beach that's sitting there going, hey, guys, let's work out today.
I mean, I know. I mean, because I was in wrestling and football, too, when I was younger. So I've got the strength. I've got the muscles hiding underneath there. I mean, the running joke for the last 20 years, when I run into my old high school buddies, are like, dude, what happened? You had the six-pack from hell. And I'm like, oh, it's still there. It's just shy. It's hiding under all the fat.
No, you just tell them it's still there. It's staying warm. I have a down comforter over top of it.
Yeah,
that works.
I keep it warm. Now, let me point out this real quick, because we actually got to end this, because I've got to go take the kids back to their mom. But you guys watched my cosplay stop because my focus went to gym. I started at 210 and I've been staying at 146. That right there, 210 to 146.
Damn.
I'm gonna put it to you this way. I find Tam very fucking attractive, and it's not because of anything more or less than her drive and her push and what she does. I find confidence sexy, and she has that. She doesn't think she has it, but she does, and I find it very sexy. I find her drive very sexy. I find the fact that she is doing the weights and pushing herself. I find that very sexy. I find confidence in somebody very sexy.
Me to her.
No,
the cosplay was a bonus. The cosplays was a bonus. It was her personality and how she treated everybody. I was like,
she's a very good soul. She is a very, very good soul, even though she's anti-people for the most part, which I get that. But I'm not anti-people. I'm just anti-stupid. And the thing is, this is back into you. Who you want to punch since back into? Me? Dracos? Who?
Probably me.
Probably you. You have a lot of people that will come over there and whoop your ass and let you heal up just so they can push you.
Yep. I'm gonna say this, and it's probably been said many times.
You watch little people porn?
Only on Sundays.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't say
It is Sunday.
Well, guess what I'm watching later. We are the family.
No, what were you?
Anyway, and it's something that I have to remind myself too, because yeah, I mean, going through what I'm dealing with right now with trying to find a job, trying to pay bills, trying to do everything that I can possibly do, and then every time that you think everything's going to go okay, then all of a sudden somebody's like, "Hey, guess what? I'm going to kick you in the nuts."
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So one of the things that, you know, I have to remind myself, and I say to other people, is you survived 100% of your bad days.
Yep. Even my worst fears, I came back from it.
You have.
What was your worst fear? Fear of salad?
No, my worst fear was dying on the operating table or being intubated.
I'm sorry. I love your face.
Dracos, I'm sorry, but right now I think Tam's going to be finding a way to get over to you.
Right.
And she's going to be like waffle stomping your backside.
Listen.
She's going to be that.
Dracos knows I give him a ton of shit, but he also knows I have a lot of love for him. But I'm still going to give him a ton of shit. If I don't pick on you, I don't love you.
Right.
And I will pick on you, and I will show you all the love in the world, and I will be there when you need me the most, and I will be there when you don't want me there, and I got you back. But if I don't pick on you, I don't love you. That's my love language, is to fuck with you. 100%.
You're one of 5 that I allow to speak to me that way, just because.
Even if you didn't allow me to speak to you that way, I'd still give you that kind of love.
No, that's what I'm saying. You are one out of the 5 that I will allow it because it comes from a place of love and we have history.
100%.
I won't fight you.
Just make sure you just.
Yeah, that's true. It is okay to not be okay.
Just make sure you use lube.
No, dry and all the way. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to go. It is one of those times where I just have to move my ass. Apparently I lost my outro.
I have to
What the
thing
fuck?
my feet because my calves get tight and they swell up when I sit too long. So yeah,
No, I didn't.
I have my feet under the table.
Listen, we need you to stay on your feet and not hurt yourself anymore. And if you do hurt yourself, I need you to pick your fucking ass back up and keep moving forward. That's what I need from you, because I saw you. Here's this. Okay, listen, Linda, and listen well. I don't give a shit if you can run across the fucking backyard. I don't care, because you did that video and then all of a sudden you tripped and fell again. So until you are 110%, stop fucking around and finding out.
Right? That was my backyard. I stepped backwards into a hole in the front and fucked myself up.
Okay. So, and that's the thing. Weight has a lot to do with that too, because falling as a little guy and then falling as a big guy, and as we get older, it has a lot to do with that. So you've got to take care of yourself. You're gonna make it the point where you get tired of hearing me push you and do it yourself. Listen, Tam, just flash him every once in a while and he'll be fine. So, like, I hate you. What? Never mind. I love you again. Anyway, gentlemen, thank you for coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for showing up. We appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to do this again, hopefully next Sunday. And we're just going to sit down and talk. And Dragos, thank you for coming in and hanging out with us, buddy.
Appreciate it.
No, we appreciate you.
It was a good time.
You're awesome, man.
Your next shirt literally needs to say "Fight till the fight's done."
I can make that happen.
I'll put that up on my fucking Spreadshirt and my Teespring just for you. Fight till the fight's done.
I mean, I can make that happen.
As long as we can make it big enough.
I have a press back there.
Make him a shirt. Make him a shirt on your press that literally says "Fight till the fight is done," and make sure it's a 12XL.
You're an ass. I'm sick.
Oh, 6. My bad. I doubled up. My bad. What, I was. It was for shrinkage too. But
What?
Hey,
what kind of
I'm waiting till the day I can send you an XL.
That was. I haven't been in an XL since the fucking 10th grade, dude.
Listen, you haven't been in an XL since God created everything. Okay. Just saying. You came out of 3XL. Let's be honest. Your poor mother's vagina. Jesus.
Oh, no. It was a vagina. They opened up the sunroof and just pulled them out that way.
Oh, that's coming out. That's
Let me tell you, I was told all the time growing up, 48 hours of extreme back labor, 10 pounds, 8 ounces, 14.5-inch crown. I ripped her from one end to the other.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for the Bones Radio podcast. We hope you guys had a great time.
That's coming out like toast. You don't go through the Play-Doh Fun Factory of Life.
Gross.
Pretty much.